Welcome to the Amazing Digital Circus, an animation made by Glitch Productions and is written and directed by Gooseworks. Now this is a fresh new animation that just came out a couple days ago as of me writing the script, and wow, this pilot really popped off. And I gotta say, the animation in this is really good, and it reminds me of a Windows screensaver. With that all out of the way, time to explain the Amazing Digital Circus in the dumbest way possible. We start off with an old video game menu that gets transformed into high resolution. We then go into the tent and we're introduced to the person running the show. This is Kane and his assistant Bubble. We're then introduced to the rest of the cast: Gangle, Zooble, Kinger, Ragatha, Jax, and Kaufmo, but he didn't show up for the intro. Also, during the premiere, the intro up to this point has been completely cut out due to a glitch. Thanks, YouTube. A new person appears in the VR chat lobby. This is Pomni. She's just confused on what the hell is going on, and she bumps into everyone. Jax asks Kane if this is a new person because he doesn't want to do the whole intro all over again. Pomni tries to rip off her face, claiming that she can't get this headset off. So the entire show is just a VR chat lobby. Pomni starts panicking, so Ragatha tries to calm her down.
What the is going on?
We then learn that Kane is the essence of Nick A30 and says that this is a family-friendly place. I don't know what's worse, not being able to swear or this YouTube channel not being on the platform. Pomni asks Kane if she can leave, but Jax gives the harsh truth, saying, "You can't leave." Jax says that everyone has been stuck here for years and that Kinger is one of the first ones to be here. Pomni starts coping and says this must all be just a dream and that she'll wake up. We then see Gangle crying over her mask being broken and Jax just steps on that shit, disrespecting her and breaking it more. Man, I love Jax already. I need to actually, hold up. I need to figure out who voices him. Hold up. Because he does the perfect asshole voice. Who is the voice actor for Jax in the Amazing Digital Circus? Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Kane gives Pomni a quick tour of the circus. We're introduced to places such as the tent, the grounds, and who could forget, the void. Kane says that you're not really supposed to be out here, so he brings Pomni back to the grounds and says that he can watch everyone with hundreds of eyes. We quickly see a exit door. Kane brings Pomni back into the tent and she throws up, so Bubble comes out to clean it.
Why are you like this?
Pomni starts asking about the exit door she saw, but Kane dismisses it and starts playing dumb, saying that she's just tripping. Kane then asks Pomni for her name, but she doesn't remember her actual name. So Kane brings down this big slot machine and starts rolling names until it lands on Pomni. Kane then proposes that everyone should go on an adventure, and that adventure is to gather the gloinks. These gloinks are little goblins that come out to steal anything and everything. So after explaining everything, Kane disappears, Zooble tells everyone to fuck off, but then gets torn to pieces and taken away.
Oh no, they killed Zooble.
I was actually expecting someone to say "you bastards." Ragatha says that they should go and check on Kaufmo. Kinger comes over and says that might not be a good idea to check on him because he might have gone insane talking about an exit. Jax says that him, Ragatha, and Pomni will go check on Kaufmo while Kinger and Gangle deal with the gloinks. Ragatha then shows Pomni where everyone's room is and shows her where her room is. Pomni starts asking questions about why they have to go on these adventures when they should all be focusing on trying to leave. Ragatha then explains that at first that's what all the new people tried to do, but they very quickly realize that there's actually no way to leave. And the more you try to leave,
You completely lose sight of who you are and why you're even alive, and when you reach your breaking point, something really terrible can happen.
this is the face of a schizophrenic. Ragatha keeps ringing Kaufmo's doorbell, but he isn't responding. So Jax pulls out a key and says that he has one to everyone's room, and that he left some centipedes in Ragatha's room. Jax opens the door, and we learn that Kaufmo has gone insane, and has become what is called in the show, obstructed. Jax steals a bowling ball and dips. Ragatha tells Pomni that this is what happens when you go insane here. Kaufmo lunges at Ragatha and pushes her into the wall. She then starts pleading for her life, which results in her being tossed around. She tries crawling to Pomni, but she starts glitching. Pomni tries to reach for Ragatha, but when she touches her hand also starts glitching. So she just leaves her. Kaufmo starts chasing Pomni, and she manages to get out of the way, and Kaufmo breaks through the wall. Pomni goes back to Ragatha to see if she's okay. We cut to Gangle and Kinger looking down the hole, questioning what the hell they're supposed to do. Apparently Zooble is down there and they have to go get her. Jax pulls up behind them and Gangle asks how Kaufmo is doing. So Jax starts lying out of his ass and says that he's doing great and that he's never seen him this happy before. He then throws a bowling ball at Kinger and he grabs onto Gangle and drags her down too. Then Jax just hops in. They then go down this huge slide right into the lair of the Gloink Queen. We cut to Pomni in the hallway, walking to Ragatha's glitchy body. Pomni goes up to Ragatha and apologizes for leaving her for dead. She's then told to go find Kane so he can fix this shit. And if I'm gonna be honest, I could not understand Ragatha during this part of the pilot. Thank God for subtitles. Pomni starts running around the place and starts calling for Kane. She then starts opening doors to various rooms. And we see a bunch of weird shit happening behind them. Pomni hears a loud crash, and as she turns the corner, she runs into Kaufmo, and then starts getting chased. We cut to Jax insulting the Gloink Queen. We then see Zubul being taken away, but Jax, being a smartass, says that he doesn't want to help. Kinger tries to grab Zubul, but his hands are also taken away, and Zubul is just eaten. We come back to Pomni being chased. She then decides to stop next to a mirror to look at herself, like, dumbass, you're being chased. She then opens a barrel of monkeys, which distract Kaufmo. Pomni then runs right in front of an exit door. She then goes through it and ends up in an empty waiting room. She opens another exit door and ends up in another empty room. Then opens another and ends up in a storage room. Congratulations, Pomni. You entered the back rooms. We cut back to the cave with the others in it. The Gloink Queen is trying to be intimidating, but Jax keeps talking his shit. Kaufmo then crashes down from above and starts beating the shit out of the Gloink Queen. Zubul's head comes back out, and she looks at the conveniently placed escalator. Jax just casually pushes Gangle over as they go up, and we cut back to Pomni as she's trying to traverse the back rooms. She keeps opening doors until she ends up in an office space that has a small desktop computer, and she just looks at it. She then starts going insane and opens more doors until she opens up a door that ends up in the void. And then she starts staring off into the infinite space. We cut to Kane and Bubble in some restaurant. Kane's watch starts making noises to tell him that someone has wandered into the void. So he teleports to Pomni and brings her back to the circus. Jax, Kinger, Gangle, and Zubul come back to tell Kane that Kaufmo has been obstructed. He then brings up Kaufmo and sends him to hell. Ragatha drags herself over to Kane, and he stops the glitching on Ragatha and on Pomni's hand. Kane apologizes for the slight mishap and makes it up for everything by offering a digital feast. We zoom in on Pomni's face as the music gets louder and louder, and we cut further away from the tent and the grounds and further into the void until we see the same exact computer that Pomni ran past in the back rooms. Then the episode ends. I really like how they managed to really capture Goosework's style from her 2D animations and translate them over to 3D. Overall, I think this was a really well animated pilot, and I really like how they pushed the exaggerated cartoonish style in it as well. I'm sure there'll be more episodes to come, but we gotta wait until they announce a full season. Anyways, if you did enjoy the video, please do consider leaving a like and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.